I knew you were capable of poor behaviour, Chief, but that, I think, is you at your worst. We get an allocation of Diet Coke, and you've just stolen 2 of them when there was one left for the rest of us.
Jim, now, don't be misleading because people are listening.
No, they are listening.
I didn't realise you didn't get one, and I was just stockpiling one for later in case someone else needed a second.
In case someone else needed a second.
AKA
you took 2.
Me. Jim, I've just had an amazing story come through. An amazing story regarding the Melbourne Football Club, regarding a football department issue, and we're gonna have to wait to get clearance to actually do it.
Is this a serious one, or are you taking the mic?
No, it's a serious one.
Yeah? No, you got a stupid look on your face.
No, I haven't, mate. I just got it, and I'm not going to run with it until we've had a chat off air about it.
Oh, yeah, well, good. Well, let's go to a break. And
we're not quite.
It's a little bit early, but it's very rare that I get something like this.
Do you need the bomb?
Oh, no, I don't know about that. But
build it up.
It's not ideal, let me just say that.
What's comment from Melbourne? Well, you would have worked the
No,
phones.
they're not. Well, officially they're not saying anything. The CEO's not saying anything. Don McClarty isn't. There's no one being put up.
The official word out of Melbourne, when we rang them, our big-nosed producer, let me look at him, hit me in the head with his snout, was that there will be no comment made from the football club. Is that right?
That's right.
None at all today?
Correct.
Okay, well, that's fair enough. I'd much prefer they spoke, personally. But
put out statements tonight.
If that's what they've done across the board, then that should be good. I wonder if that whole football club will stick to that.
What do you mean by that?
Well, if there's no comment, so I wouldn't expect that anyone will be talking to anyone tonight.
Are you doubting that they have the ability to...
Chief...
Stick fat and follow through.
We are part of the media. The audience need to know. Now, if the policy is no comment whatsoever, we as Triple M tonight have to accept that. And it's disappointing for our listeners.
But you don't sound like you're accepting it as a fait accompli.
Well, I'm going to be interested to see if anyone bobs up.
Are you suggesting someone's likely to bob up?
Well, if they do, what do we read into that?
Who is likely to bob up?
I don't know. Maybe someone that just wants to go their own way, Chief.
Well, there's a little bit more to this warrior than meets the eye.
This is the second time in 32 minutes you've had a real serious crack at people at that footy club.
Who have I had a crack at?
Well, you and I had a little exchange before the first ad break about
my opinion.
That board not passing on information.
Well, I don't know if what you're saying is right.
Yep.
But what I'm saying now is no one's talking out of Melbourne. Big day, okay? Don McClarty, the president, steps down, doesn't do a press conference, so clearly they want to do it in a way that they just want some clear air. Then we are entitled, as a broadcaster of the game, to sit there and go, well, if that's the case, then fair game. So no one will be talking anywhere tonight at all.
So who has spoken then, Purple? Clearly this is going...
Where are you
on
going
behalf of the Triple M listeners who are in their cars,
well, Gaz raised it.
Putting 2 and 2 together and coming up with 4, so someone must have said something somewhere.
Gaz, take it away, because you're the one who wanted to talk about this.
I am just saying...
It's already been broken.
Has it?
Yep.
Who by?
You know.
Who?
Come out and say it. Don't beat around the bush, mate. Our listeners deserve better than that.
Well, we have had a text message through saying, why aren't you talking to anyone from Melbourne? And I'm telling our audience that this is the policy. And then the text message said, well, the president-elect or the interim president is doing an interview on a rival radio station.
Wow. Finally we get to it. That took a long time when you could have just come out and said that.
Well,
why is he speaking there when the club policy is not to speak?
Is there policy or not? Or is it policy for some? What are you all looking at me for?
It's your club.
You want to raise it.
Not my club. It's the club I support. Well, am I wrong in saying this or not?
Not.
So why would he speak? If there's a club policy not to speak, why would he go and do that?
How do I know?
What would be your inclination, your gut
maybe
feel?
they paid him. How would I know, Chief? What would I...
Wouldn't think he needs the dough, would he?
He doesn't. No, not at all. But I'm just saying, if he's talking, we'll go across the board. Speak to all your constituents.
It's a surly wolf tonight, Jim.
He's not happy.
It's a very surly wolf.
Not happy at all.
It's a selective comment.
Is it?
Is it?
How would I know? You know, Gary. You know me long enough. The one station I don't listen to is that one. In fact, I don't think I've heard a broadcasting second from them in the time of 46 years on the planet. So I'm not able to help you with anything that goes to air over there, to be brutally honest. I think the Big Duke's just put a set of headphones on too.
Hello, Jim.
Hello, Luke Dust.
Wouldn't hurt him to clock on.
Hello, Big Duke.
Can't do all the heavy lifting in the morning on the hot breakfast and deliver at night time as well. One out
Wow.
on my own in the morning, Chief.
Yeah, 11 or 12 minutes late, Duke, to clock on, as you said. But with great South Australian football heritage, you can bring...
Please. Seriously.
Now, Chief, just as we've got a little couple of minutes before we get to a break, you alluded to a story around the Melbourne Football Club and their footy department. Anywhere? Have we gone anywhere with this?
Well, I've consulted with the Warrior because he have to defer to the experts on these issues. Perhaps the right of reply is necessary, or a right of authenticity before we actually run with it. So, unfortunately, I'm not going to drop it. Well, I believe it is true.
Well, you've really put it out there.
Well, I haven't put anything out there.
Give him
other
some
than
credit, guys.
I've
He's clearly not going to go with it at the moment. So
no, but all I'm saying is, and I know the Chief well enough, I know he's not going to talk down an opposition club, but by saying what he said, you reckon they haven't taken 6 calls already?
Well, it's no different to when you tease something on a Friday night and say, well, I've got to get clearance on this, and I'm going to drop the bomb at 12 o'clock tomorrow.
You've given them a busy night.
Given who a busy night?
The Melbourne Football Club media.
Well, mate, I don't think the Melbourne Football Club is going to jump at shadows that I might or might not be casting upon.
I'm not saying they're jumping at shadows, Chief, but all of a sudden his phone's going to start ringing and saying, look, there's a story going around that there's a damning story about the football department.
Be the first call he's copped all week, I guess.
Well, don't you think that'll be the case?
It's been one of those nights, Duke.
You've dropped bombs everywhere. You've
night.
never been afraid to strafe anyone. I'm at least trying to get my facts right before I run.
Well, you reckon I would drop a bomb that's not correct? Well, you're
a surly bastard, you know.
Well, you've given me 2 in the past that have been that far off. It's not funny.
I've never given you 2 in the past.
Oh, yeah.
I discussed a rumour with you, which I later found out to be incorrect because I went to the source. So I think you pull your surly head in.
Just clear the fried rice out with my advice, because I get the
one
feeling.
of those nights. It might be the wolf administering the rice.
You reckon?
He's got a bit of rice in him.
I think it is.
And I think also, Chief, so it might just be one of those nights.
I came in bloody happy too.
That's unheard of.
Okay.
Let's be honest.
That is a lie.
That is not.
That is a lie.
I was the only one that was up and about. You were all, mate, you were all dragging your noses in here when I came.
Chief.
That is not a stretch.
It is a stretch.
I am awesome.